Okay. Hello, everybody. It's been a while. So, bear with me for a second. I'm still kind of setting up. In case you're new here, hello. I do art and games on this channel. And, let's get started. After that stupid ad. Okay. What is going on today? Sorry, the internet where I live might be a little janky because of the weather. Sometimes it might. Let's just start with this as like a little warm-up, little balloon dive. And then we can move on to something a bit more sophisticated, I guess. Come on, camera. What is the angle? What's this angle right now? What is going on? Stay. Oh my god. I'm a professional. Trust me. There we go. A bit awkward, but it will work. Hey, Thunder. How was your day? Sorry, I feel like I have to adjust the lighting right now. Okay, yeah, that's good. Well, for me, Thunder, it's like... For me, Thunder, it's like midnight. My thing has been going up and down like crazy because of the, because of the art prompts and stuff. I was gonna participate in Portfolio Day, but I was kind of trying to enjoy my day, but it was hard because I can't really post anything if there's nothing new to post, you know? Yeah. Good that one of you was here. I was afraid I was gonna have to go modless. I know you can't stay up for too long. Maybe. I don't know. I know I just gotta stay positive and stuff like that. It just has been going up and down a lot lately. You know what I mean? But I think I'd rather it being a revolving door rather than having a bunch of people just leaving like it was. That was awful. Yeah, it's really hot here too. It's so hot here that I'm wearing a tank top, and I don't normally do that. Unless it's like really, really hot. I try to, be a bit more modest on stream, but today I'm just like, it's freaking hot. Modesty has gone out the window. You can't hide these guns, am I right? Thank you. Hello. Welcome, welcome. I do earn games. How are you? Thank you. Yeah. Well, it's a bit more complicated than it looks, but yeah. Balloon dogs definitely have gotten easier for me to draw. I remember during my first balloon dog drawing, it was kind of awkward to try to figure out where the feet went. I'm like, how the frick am I supposed to do this? And now I'm like it's nothing. But yeah, for this kind of thing, it's just mostly about blending and, you know, being chill. That's why I like doing the line art first, rather than just drawing it from scratch all the way, because that way I can just chill and color and talk with you guys. I have drawn stuff from scratch before on stream, but usually it leads to a bit of frustration. I got some new gear Thunder because I got tired of my controller dying on me every 2 seconds, but I feel like I might have accidentally gotten a knockoff controller, and it's a bit janky. Like, it works, but I think it will have to do until I can get a real controller. Like, I was trying to play Splitgate tonight, and it was a bit awkward, to say the least. It's like if I apply too much pressure, it's like it doesn't even register. Either that, or people are just better than me, which is a possibility. I am a decent gamer, but I think I was up against pros or something. It is late at night. It is pro time. And when I mean pro, I don't mean like people who are in esports or anything. When me and Thunder are talking about pro gamers, we're talking about people that are, I don't know, sweaty. The sweaty players. Yeah. It's just going up and down a lot lately. But I think I would rather prefer that than just the like, all the decrease that I got. I don't want to talk more about it because I want to just enjoy drawing and sketching rather than worrying about, the count, the something that should not be named. We all know social media sucks anyway, so I'm not going to regret going out and skating and relaxing most of the day. I know it was portfolio day and I should have used it to promote my artwork, but I just didn't feel like it. I don't know, lately I haven't really been in the mood for art shares, but the guy who runs the Spartan prompts, he brought them back, so I hope that there's a deck art prompt that I can also relate to the Spartan prompt. Maybe. How have you been, Thunder? You've been doing good? I know I already asked that probably. How's lighting, by the way? I feel like the lighting is too... Like, I tried to fix it, but my face cam's a little weird in lighting right now. No, it's too bright. That's too dark. Sorry guys. I don't know what's going on with my lighting and shit lately. Okay. That will have to do. I don't know how else to fix it. I've gotten used to the idea of my office lighting being terrible. Thank you, Thunder. I need that. Don't worry guys, there will be gaming streams. I haven't done an art stream in so long, and that's sort of defeats the purpose of calling myself Fire Crystal 192 Art. You know what I mean? I do, because Fire Crystal 192 Art and games would be too long, I think, for Twitch. One of these days it might be cool, I don't know. I think I want to get better at skating in the skate park before I do that. I was about to say, it would be cool if I got a GoPro and did a just chatting and I filmed myself skating, but not quite there yet. Plus, not everybody in the skate park might want to be on camera, and I can't blur it out when I'm streaming, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I tried to get Nick in here, but he said he was really, really busy, and I was debating back and forth for a couple of hours, going, no, I won't go live, or sure, I might go live, and all this stuff. So this is for the prompt balloon. And it's Balloon Dog. So we can either do a solid color or we can add something to the background, like a beach ball or something. It might be a tight fit for the beach ball. I probably would have had to make it smaller. It'd probably be like a small beach ball, like a small little, you know. Let me reel it out a bit more and make the camera a little low. Just a little bit. Bring the camera in a little bit. I swear, one of these days I'm gonna get one of those cameras that can automatically shift when I want it to. In the meantime, I have to do everything manually. I'm very analog right now. There we go. That's better. Now you guys should be able to see the little tiny details. You know, I was just playing Splitgate for fun, you know. I usually do like a warm-up game session before a stream, whether it be the gaming or the art stream. I usually go on my console and I play it for a little bit to, you know, warm up my fingers before a stream. It also helps keep me awake because I stream late at night for me. Hello. Welcome. Pretty good. My schedule's been kinda off and on, but that's because I was trying to take care of my health. Had some complications here or there, but hopefully I can get it treated and I can start streaming more regularly again. And uploading my artwork regularly again. Not that I stopped completely. It's just sometimes I would post my artwork or I'd go live and then I would disappear for a while and then I wouldn't post on Twitter or Instagram for a while, and that just is not like me. Normally I would post photography or I'd post something. So, thank you. So hopefully I will be able to get my motivation back up and back on track. Because I love doing this. This is something I love doing, and it sucks that I'm letting something like a little bit of depression get in the way of doing what I love, you know? I shouldn't let it, but it happens. Sometimes I wish someone could like be over my shoulder when I have those self-doubt moments about whether or not I should post this artwork or do this stream, and go and press upload anyway. Because art is a huge risk, you know? And I should just do what makes me happy instead of worrying about how people are gonna receive this. You know? The self-doubt, it can ruin people's moods and their motivation to do something. And that's why I'm starting a new mid-year resolution that I'm just gonna stop caring about that and just upload. And I might even participate in a few art shares again, because I want my art friends to know that I value their support. And I want my gaming friends to know that I appreciate them sticking around for so long, even on days where I'll randomly disappear. It means a lot. I don't know, I'm gonna introvert, so sometimes I just need those days to recuperate. Plus it can take 2 or 3 days to work on a line art. Mostly because I keep redrawing it. I'm very picky, and if I feel like there's a single line out of place, I'll redraw the whole thing. I'll crumple it up in a little paper and be like, nope, I need to start this over. So this is my way of saying to everybody that was worried about me or was worried I might not stream again, don't worry, I'm going to be streaming art and games soon again. I had some health stuff I had to take care of, and now I'm back, I just don't know. Thank you, Thunder. It's good to know I wasn't going to be alone, you know? Sorry. When I went to my doctor, they said that my thyroid levels are supposed to be under 5, right? My doctor's like, my thyroid levels are supposed to be under 5. Well, they were at 18, and that's not good. As some of you may or may not know, I do work out a lot. I lift weights, and I also like to go and skate and stuff sometimes. But the thyroid is in charge of your mood, your motivation, basically. It's like this hormone in your neck or throat or something that controls your weight and your basically everything. And if you have a low or lazy thyroid like I do, it can cause like lack of motivation, depression, and I already had that, so it's a lot. So hopefully, now that I have my pills back, I need to basically not eat as soon as I get up. I have to fast for an hour. That part sucks, because I like eating, but I also like working out, and that's my dilemma. I like skating and lifting weights, but I also like pizza. So, my weight goes like this all the time. Thank you for all the follows. Thank you, thank you. Welcome, welcome. I do art and games, and if you're just lurking or hanging out, that's cool too. I'm not big on talking myself, but for some reason there's just something about Twitch that helps me feel comfortable talking, even when I should probably shut up. Like, I'm sure not everybody needs to know about this whole thyroid thing, but it is kind of important to know, in case you're like, why hasn't she posted for 4 days? Oh, it's because her thyroid caused her to go into a sleep coma. You know? It's also why I might be slow to answer messages. It's not that I don't care, it's that my health is a bit sporadic right now. But I appreciate those who are patient with me and stick with me no matter what. No matter if it takes 3 to 4 weeks to post an artwork now for some reason. I've never had that problem before. But what are you gonna do? And if you're watching from Hover, I don't know, I post a lot of my gaming clips, but if you found me through Hover or something, I might start uploading my art clips if people are interested. The only problem with Hover is that there is no creative category for it yet. Maybe I should join the Discord so I can, like, suggest it. Because, believe it or not, we art streamers do exist. I think that's the one thing that kind of bothered me about Free Guy. I love that movie. But the problem with me with the blue shirt guy montage is the fact that there were no art streamers doing fan art or commissions of blue shirt guy. I'm sorry, but there do have been at least one. That's why if there's ever like a Free Guy 2, they need to ask around art streamers. It doesn't even have to be me. I know I'm not that big. Who knows? Maybe I have a bigger impact in the art community than I think, but I seriously doubt it. I'm gonna sign a petition for change.org. Get e-art out there. Nah, I kinda don't want art streaming to be a sport as cool as e-arts would be, like an art competition thing for art streamers. Not only would that be kind of boring to watch, I think, at least with Rocket League and like games, the matches are like that. With an art piece, it'd be like, it'd pretty much be like watching the British Bake Off, where they're like, oh, you have 3 hours to complete this piece, or something like that. I guess that would be kind of cool. I'm kind of divided on that, because art is already in a competitive field as it is. It doesn't need to be an Olympic sport. Did you hear that, Thunder? Apparently, esports are in consideration for the Olympics. So, the only problem is I'm pretty sure you have to be in the same region if you want to compete, which kind of sucks. I'm like, that's literally the only thing stopping our team from doing like a cash prize tournament, I think, is the fact that 2 out of 3 of us are American, but, you know, it sucks, really. Ooh, did you hear that? I need a pencil sharpener. One thing that you guys have to know about me is I'm the type to buy the same brand over and over again, even if I haven't doled out my pencils or used up all the pens in the box. And I often buy the same brand 3 times in a row when I go to the store. So that way I stock up and I don't have to go in a public store for at least 3 to 4 months. It seems like a stupid investment until you realize how much I actually draw. Then it's not that big of a deal. Wait, this isn't a regular colored pencil. I wanted a regular colored pencil, damn it. There we go. Oh, by the way, Thunder, can you do me a favor? I need to give honest feedback about where is it? Is it right here? Yeah, filters. Edit filters. Can you hear that? Do you hear the feedback now, or is it gone? Or did I make it worse? I need to know these things so that I can finally fix the damn stream. Hold on, let me see. Let me hear it. No, what? Where'd the camera go? Oh, okay. I think I fixed it now. Then. I still haven't fixed the damn lighting in this office. My God, why is it so bad? And when I mean the lighting in the office, I don't mean the art cam. I mean my face cam. Like, that's not what my colors look like. Where is it? Oh, it's behind the stream. Ugh. There we go. I was like, where the fuck is it? Don't worry, I'll turn the music back on in just a second. I just need to fix it. It's bothering me so much. What is going on with the lighting in this fucking room? I'm not really much for cursing, but I feel like this is a cursing moment here. No, that's not it either. That makes me look like an emo background. I just want it to present to me how I actually am. There, I think I found it. Alright, I guess that's as good as it will get. I really don't know what I can do to fix it. Other than getting better lights. God, it's bothering me so much. No. Now it's too dark. No, okay, I'm just gonna leave it there so you guys can see me. Alright. I'm gonna turn the music back on. Sorry about that. I just wanted it to look like like my actual colors, but I guess that's not gonna happen today for some reason. The more, I guess the better, I guess I would rather you guys see the artwork, how it's presented, rather than me. Personally, I guess. This is a weird color for all of this, but I guess I could just do this. Oh, no, now I would have to fix the lighting all over again. As soon as I reach a stopping point, I will fix the lighting again. But right now, I just want to fix this. Hopefully the buzzing is gone. I know it's been an issue in my art streams lately. I swear, I hear it in the playback and it's... Move my mouse over here. Just want to say to everyone, thank you for being there for me and waiting patiently for my return. It means a lot. It kind of sucks that I have to deal with health issues at the age of 26, but that's what happens. Hey, at least I have something for the, I can't really call it blooper reel if it's in the stream, can I? At least I have a funny, humorous thing of me trying to fix the lighting. Who knows, maybe I look better on your guys' side. I don't know. Maybe I don't. I'm sorry, it's bothering me. It shouldn't. Honestly, I'm debating whether or not to just turn my camera off. Because this is getting distracting for the stream. I guess that's it. That's it. That's what I'm gonna do. That's where I'm gonna leave it. I guess I never really thought of my skin tone being weird, but it is sort of a weird, like, tannish yellow. I'm just gonna stop playing with it because obviously I can't fix the lighting in here until I look up tutorials on lighting because otherwise it's gonna bug me. I'm sure when Nick comes over, he'll fix the lighting. He's always been better at that kind of thing than I am. When it comes to lighting and drawings, I'm pretty good, but lighting for film, despite being a film student, that's like the one aspect of film I never quite nailed down was lighting for film. I'm good at it for photography, but like video is, it's hard to describe why it's hard for me because it's lighting for photography and lighting for film are practically identical. Although one is moving light and the other one is light refracted into a camera for a brief moment in time, so both are kind of similar but different. It's like a Venn diagram. Okay. Let's see. And purple. And of course that's dull. I never really thought about how much I use purple until I had to find a freaking colored pencil for it. No, that's brown. Oh my god, I actually found one. Hallelujah. It's a miracle. This is more of a bright purple than I would have really wanted, but it's better than nothing. Alright. So for the background, Hmm. A lot of these are minimalistic, I noticed, looking at other balloon dog drawings. People aren't going crazy with the backgrounds like I thought they would. I guess that leaves it up for interpretation. What to do? I could just leave it plain white, but that seems kind of boring. And I don't want to use this one, this color, because I already used it for the balloon dog, and I don't want the balloon dog to get buried in the background, so I either need something that's brighter than this or darker than this. I feel like having a dark background would kind of contrast really well with the balloon dog, personally. Maybe like a dark blue. That might work. Blue. And people love that edit, by the way. I was hesitant to upload it because for some reason the edits before that weren't doing as well as they used to, so I just assumed people liked my hand-drawn stuff only and not the photo edits. What I usually do after the stream is sometimes I'll cut up the drawing and then I'll edit it in post before I post. That makes sense. Like I'll probably add like a little bit of glitter effects or adjust the lighting. Like I take all the photos of my artwork on my cell phone, and sometimes the cell phone pictures are not, let's just say they don't do the artwork justice. I try to make the photos for my artwork look as good as possible, but I feel like a lot of my artwork looks better in person, which is kind of why hopefully next year I can get a table set up so some of you guys can meet me. And if you're interested, get like I could start working on making my art faster so I could do like $5 commissions, because I know like drawing from my sketchbook, They may not be colored because, $5. I think for the hand-drawn stuff, I might do like $20 or $30 each. I remember when I went to a convention, I made all my prints about $2, and everybody said that I was underselling my work. And I guess that was true, but I used to go to a convention a lot. I know how expensive some of the artwork can be. And I'll tell you why. Like, some people ask why pay that much for... Why pay $80 for something someone just drew within 2 minutes? Because... Let me in on you a little secret for you guys. When I went and got my table, it was just a little corner table. It wasn't even like a full... Like, some people had like a whole corner to themselves. Like, they would buy... Like, they bought like 3 tables or something. My one little corner table was $375. Not even counting the amount of money I had to distribute my comic, which I have not updated in a long, long time. I know. It's been about, 3 to 4 years. Around the same time my art block happened. Or not my art block, my writer's block happened. But do not worry. I have some ideas. Oftentimes in the past, what I would do to fix my writer's block was to make another story, or to just redo it. So I might have to redo some of my stories again. Start from scratch, because I think I wrote myself into a corner with some of them. Which is a shame, because I liked writing. And the fact that some people even tried to open my stories in the past and even said they were good was really, really awesome. So hopefully I can capture that feeling again. Also, writing is very time consuming. Like, I would spend 2, maybe even 3 months just kind of writing the chapter. And some people didn't ask, how long are your chapters? And I would say, as long as my inspiration is. If I didn't have that much inspiration when I wrote that chapter, then it would be short. Like, if I didn't have a lot to say, then it would be short. But most of the time, my chapters kept going on and on until... I don't know, I like long-form storytelling, that's why. I know some people, when they read novels, they kind of like shorter chapters so they can get through the book faster, but for me, I like books with long chapters. That's what I kind of liked about the later Harry Potter books, is that the chapters got longer, and that meant that there was more... I feel like there was more stakes, There was more for the characters to do. When the sometimes it feels like a writer divides a chapter, or like, I liked reading Maze Runner, but I noticed that the book was about 100 or 200 chapters, but most of the time it was because the writer decided to make the chapters shorter. And I was like... And sometimes the chapter would end abruptly, like... I don't know. I'd be like, that's a weird place to end a chapter. I'm not saying that the chapter has to have a full-on conclusion after all. It is an overarching story after all, but sometimes I'm saying, like, I don't know. I used to write web stories, like web novels, so of course I have to give a to be continued type thing, sort of like an episode of a TV show, almost, until the novel is complete. That means I've only completed about 3 novels in my entire time writing the stories, because oftentimes I keep adding on. Some people would even ask me, how do you know when a chapter ends? And I'm like, I just got this feeling in your gut. When a story or a artwork is finished, you kind of know. You kind of go, yep. That feels conclusive. At least until, like, the next few weeks or something. And I also found that I liked writing one-shot collections. It's like a fan fiction trope where some people don't want to do like a full-on chapter story, so they'll do a one-chapter story called a one-shot, and oftentimes they would do a collection of those and put it into chapters, and I like that too. Although it did give me a lot of pressure to like include the story in one chapter. And no, not all fan fiction is dirty. I know that tends to be the what people make fun of it for, but a lot of fan fiction has filters on it. So the people who are making fun of it for being, dirty are actually purposely looking up the mature stuff to make fun of it. I will admit, there are some where I read some where I was like, this could have been edited a bit more, or they didn't have to smush all the paragraphs together. But there are some where I'm like, this is way better than canon, and this should have actually happened. Obviously, there's some stuff where it's like, fix it, where it's like, this should have happened in canon, and I'm just like, some of it is something that should have happened, and some of it's like, okay, this is like a little nitpick that you had that you wanted to fix. Which is fine. Like, my little nitpick is that people are picking on the new Thor movie so much. I went and saw it, and I loved it. I went in knowing it was going to be Taika Waititi, like, super campy, kind of reminds you of, like, a Conan Barbarian, or, like, He-Man movie where it's, like, all serious at some points and ridiculous in others. I don't know, I was expecting humor. Who knows? Here's the thing, like, I'll say this once and I'll say it again whenever somebody, like, criticizes the Marvel TV shows. I tend to give my full-on review when the actual show is over. I know some people like to give a review of episode by episode, and that's cool and all, but sometimes I'm like, I kind of, if I were to do like the Boys review or something, I'd wait until the season's over. Especially since all of these seasons tend to be shorter now, so it's easier to wait. Like, right now, I think that the last episode of Miss Marvel came out, and of course my Fire Stick remote has been dead, so I haven't been able to watch it on Disney Plus because I need to. My family has an old cable box, or maybe it's mine not even be the cable box. It might be the TV itself. It's a little outdated, so I got a Fire Stick to so that I wouldn't have to update that kind of stuff, because it's not really my TV, so I can't update it. But yeah, honestly, we've just been watching YouTube and working out and trying to get my thyroid levels in check. I might have to eat salad for a while, which I'm not too excited about, but I guess it's better than letting my thyroid die out and getting bigger because I don't have the hormone to process stuff anymore. Gotta take the good with the bad. I know I said I wouldn't use this because I didn't want it to blend in with the balloon dog, but I added blue, so it shouldn't. I added dark blue, so it shouldn't blend in too much. I just like to add a little bit of metallic to my pieces to give it some wow factor. Thank you for the follow. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Sorry about that. No. Want you guys to see what I'm doing. So these are Faber-Castell metallic pencils. And for this, I just use a regular marker, but I guess if you want to know the full brand, it's called Tombow. So they're water-based markers. They're not watercolor or anything like that. It just means that they use water to make the ink, I think. And if you subscribe to me on YouTube and you're wondering what took so long to upload the videos, for some reason, when it's a long form video and it gets split apart like that, like my stream crashed for like the week before last week or something, and so Nick had to take the Fall Guys stream and put it all in one video and then render it on YouTube, and he said it took almost 2 weeks to render that video. And it was only 3 hours long. I don't know why it took so long, but it is a little strange. Hopefully that won't happen again, but I know it was beyond his control, so. Let me just say this. Being an MCU fan used to be really, really fun. You know, everybody loved all the movies that came out, even if some of them were kind of, I guess, not as good as they could be. Like, people still enjoyed them for what they were. Nowadays, I feel like because of Endgame and Infinity War, people's expectations for the movies have gotten too high, and the TV shows. Like, some people didn't like Moon Knight because it wasn't action-packed enough. And to me, I feel like Moon Knight, especially since the character has DID, I think it was more focused on talking about the mental health aspect than the action aspect. And for some people, the talk about mental health is still sort of stigmatized, even if it's starting to become more widely accepted. Some people just get afraid when they talk about mental health, and as someone in the spectrum, it can be difficult to even be able to talk about it with friends or family sometimes too. So I just admire Marvel for taking that risk. Even though some people might say that it wasn't a risk at all. Telling a story about a tortured character like that is always going to be a huge risk, in my opinion. Like, for the Thor movie, like, I was satisfied. I came in with no expectations, and that's how it should be. I feel like Marvel fans are starting to become like Star Wars fans, where nothing pleases them. They want everything, and then when they finally get what they want, they're not satisfied. Which is a shame, because it was so hard. Like, I was digging. Even some of the film reviewers that used to give fair criticisms of a movie feels like all they do is complain about it. Complain about the movies now. I personally think that Phase 4, while it has some problems, I feel like it's a little bit better than Phase 3 because they get to do more exciting stuff, like talk about the multiverse, and get to experiment with all these new colors. Like, say what people can glorify Phase 3 all they want, but some of the colors are kind of dark, and the lighting wasn't all that super good. But looking at the new Thor movie and even some of Multiverse of Madness and stuff, the filmmaking, I think, has gotten a little bit better, and the lighting's gotten a little bit better. Obviously, the lighting and the filmmaking is going to differ from director to director, but I feel like... Although, I will say that the backlash, a lot of... As someone who's studying, going into VFX, might be going into VFX one day. Some of the stories, some of the horror stories the Marvel artists are talking about right now, where they are like overworked and underpaid, that's not good. But I'm sorry to say that's sort of the industry standard when it comes to most art studios, just in general. It's just people are talking about it so much because it's Marvel and it's Disney. But this isn't the first time Disney animators have had an outcry of being underpaid and underappreciated. That happened too when CGI animation started to become more popular, and the 2D animators were relegated to doing the straight-to-DVD sequels. All I can say is I hope that Marvel works on treating their VFX artists with a bit more respect, because I like their films, but... It's not just Marvel, by the way. There's like a famous clip, I was watching this YouTube video about how underappreciated VFX artists are. Like, for example, Life of Pi. The VFX team won an Oscar, and they were talking, and when it came time for the director to come up, they let him do his speech and his thanks, but when the VFX artist came up, the music talked over them, and sadly, that studio no longer exists after Life of Pi, because let's just say that the directors and actors tease bad VFX artists when the effects are bad, but sometimes it's because they're pushed to do a film so quickly. Like, make fun of the effects in Morbius all you want. I'm not saying that they're good. They look really terrible. But that was someone's 300-hour work week, you know? And I'm not really like ranting per se. I'm just trying to get you guys to understand how important it is to treat artists with a bit more respect. That's all. Like, even the games that you guys like to play, someone had to hand draw that first, and then they had to make a model of it, and then they had to scan that model into a computer, or they made the model in a computer. But more often than not, despite the modern age, a lot of the video game characters that you all like was first sketched and drawn on a paper. That's just the industry standard. There's a little notebook and a piece of paper. Hashtag justice for artists. That may or may not spread, I don't know. I doubt it. Like there are some, like, being an artist isn't just a hobby or something that I do, it's also something that I'm studying in school. And I'll just say this, that sometimes I couldn't even talk about, like, when people asked me how my day was, I couldn't even talk in some Discord servers about it, because it was seen as self-promotion. Which is a shame, because that's not what it was. Being an artist is just part of my identity, it's not just something that I stream. But I get it, you know, it's just how it is sometimes. And I think I grew from that experience a bit. Don't get me wrong, me and the community are still pretty chill for the most part. And I've mostly moved on. There are a few days where I join the stream and it's hard to be there, but most of the time I go to the streamer's chat and everybody welcomes me and stuff. So there's not really a lot of hard feelings. None at all, almost. I understand it can be a bit difficult sometimes to distinguish when someone's talking just in general and when they're self-promoting. For me, I'm not even conscious, you know, like for people in the spectrum, What's going on? Okay. Like, for people in the spectrum, we are very obsessed with talking about our interests. Like, sometimes it's not even something that I'm aware I'm doing until somebody says, okay, you talked about this thing like 30 times, and I go, oh, sorry. I still need to work on it, but it's a work in progress. But yeah, my week's been okay for the most part. Had that doctor visit, and I took like a me day yesterday. Did some skating. I'm starting to learn how to flip on my board, so I keep doing that a lot. Mostly, what do they call them? S50s or something like that. It's like maybe I'm like doing the trick wrong, saying the trick wrong. It's like where you spin around on your board without doing a ollie. I'm like using my hips to swerve around like this. I wouldn't say it's a 360 or 180, not quite. For some reason I favor going one direction over the other. I still don't know how to. I can do a 360 spin now. I was actually practicing that. I like spinning around on the board. I think that's my style, is doing spins and turns and going down hills and stuff, because where I live it's kind of hilly, so I have to learn how to go down large hills. That's why I think some people even suggested that I should just get a cruiser board or a longboard instead, which I probably will look into, but for right now I don't really have the money for it. Maybe that's what I could use my Ko-fi account for. Raise money for a longboard. Help me get a longboard. I don't know, I like my board. And I like the new quads that I got too. I've only taken my quads out for maybe 2 or 3 times. And I think I've successfully crossed over. I don't know, it's hard to tell without a video of me actually doing it. Crossing over is where you're skating and you're doing this. You know what I mean? You're like crossing your legs over. Some people, this might be cool to some people and cringy to other people, but sometimes I watch TikTok compilations on YouTube of skating and roller skating. Particularly on days where I can't skate or just don't want to. As much as I love skating, there are some days where I'm like, I gotta stay at home and spend time with my dog, you know? Can't fully neglect her, you know? She does like going boarding. I have taken her and had her pull me a little bit. She doesn't quite understand the concept of I'm pedaling the board and she can't be in front of me quite yet. And sometimes she goes in front of me because she wants to be first, and we're going down a hill sometimes and it makes me skid to a stop. But other than that, so I just need to take a wrist break every once in a while, so that I can, and it's really hot in my office. So it's like hard for me to concentrate on coloring right now. Sorry about my rambling. I thought that this border color would be enough, but I think I need something darker than this because it's not showing up very well. It just looks like I made the background 3D, which is kind of cool. I need to bring this up too. I need to bring this balloon dog up too. Maybe use some black. Yeah, that's a little bit better. It's starting to show up a little bit more. I kind of do my coloring with colored pencil and marker, like doing a painting. You know, I have to build it up and tear it down, and rework it. And my painting teacher said that it's important to not get rid of the history fully, because then you'd have to do it from scratch. Like, I'm trying not to get rid of everything that I've done so far just to make the balloon dog more emphasized. I would definitely use a darker purple metallic, I think, to help the background and the frame blend in a bit more. Pearl, can you say hi to everyone? You say hello? No, honey. Hey, Pearl. No. Oh. Okay. What? What, silly? Sorry, everyone. She does that sometimes when I'm working. I don't know why. Go lay down. Thank you. Don't worry, I might do one more piece and then end it. I used to do 3, but nowadays I just do 2 per stream. I just feel like it's easier to, you know, organize everything. That way. Are we bleeding through? No. We're not. Ignore that. I was just drawing a monster can because I thought I could make it interesting in some way. I don't know how you can make a monster can interesting, but I was doing an observational drawing. Let's just say that. I think I can edit the border off stream. I don't think there's a lot I can do to this to make it really stand out more. Maybe I'm wrong. But I feel like sometimes if I overcolor then it like ruins it, and I don't want to do that because lately that's been happening, and I want to be able to love my artwork again. So I think I can just edit the rest of this. Maybe I can add a little bit of orange or something to make it stand out a bit more. Because right now, without the lighting, when I take a picture afterwards, because of all the metallic, it's just gonna show up as a shiny blur. That's why I have to use the solid color pencil with the metallic, because otherwise it's just gonna come out looking like a shiny blur. That's why I gotta blend them. Yeah, orange isn't gonna cut it. It's just making it more pink. Just fine, but not quite what I wanted to do. Maybe a little bit green might help. And you know, most of the time when I talk about these kind of topics, I'm not trying to force my opinion down people's throat. I'm just trying to add to the conversation, you know? Being that effects artists is just like any job. They want to be paid and respected for their payment, you know? And I hope that Disney recognizes that once again, because they're definitely going to need VFX artists, particularly ones in CG, in order to make their live action films look good. Their live action films. It's still CG animation, it's just... It's kind of cool though that some of them are made in like Unreal, because it feels like it makes the filmmaking feel like a video game almost. That's the cool part about it. I don't want to talk wholly negative things about the industry. Some of the new things people are trying lately, pretty cool. The green wasn't enough, huh? Maybe I'm just being nitpicky. Alright, Thunder. Thanks for stopping by. Pearl, what are you doing? No chewing. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Sorry, I'm just a little bit concentrating. Sometimes when I get in the zones, sometimes I get so like caught up in the artwork, I sometimes forget to breathe. Like physically, I forget to do the one thing I'm supposed to do. That's how involved I get. Like I think I literally just have to take a breathing break. It's like, oh yeah, I'm a sentient being that needs oxygen. It's in the car. I'm gonna do the edges and around with gold, metallic. But then I'm gonna probably use a regular yellow. Ow! That's what happens sometimes when you get pencils that are pre-sharpened. I know. I just got poked by art supplies. Hey, Pearl. Hey, Pearl. This is there. This is the problem. Oh my goodness. Okay, so for the background, I'm not sure. My first instinct was to make it kind of vaporwave-ish. But the original image that I'm working with doesn't really have that aesthetic. So I don't know if I just want to do like a regular background or not. Now, let's see. Look up. Again, just like the balloon dog, there aren't a lot of like varying backgrounds for fancy or cars. It's just like a white space. Don't know how I feel about that. You know what? Let's just get weird with it. Why not? I'm a weird person, so let's do it. This is a good arm workout, I'll tell you that much. Don't worry, I'm gonna go over the shadow. I just need to... Originally I wanted to do the background with colored pencil, but it's gonna take a while if I do it that way, and I kinda just wanna... lay down the colors. I might go over it again with colored pencil. Because I tend to mix mediums when I wear. feels good to be back. I didn't really go anywhere per se, but I was, busy with some medical stuff, so hopefully it will all go smooth. My last few streams have not exactly been winners due to it crashing or something. Actually, I was playing Splitgate before starting the art stream, and I was in the middle of getting put into a match, and the game crashed, and I just said, F it, I'm gonna start. And if I don't start now, I'll just end up playing games all night instead of doing the art stream, so it gave me motivation to start. Some people ask me why sometimes I'll do the colored pencil before the marker, because some marker brands are not very forgiving when it comes to layering. And it feels like this is one of them. I have a lot of mixture of different kinds of marker brands, and I don't always keep track of where I put some of them when I put them away after the art stream, so I'm like, I don't want to break through the paper. If I get too rough, that's what's going to happen. I'm going to break holes through the paper. And that's not what I want to do. Sometimes it's all about finding the color that sticks, Some people also ask me, how do I choose the metallic that I'm going to use to blend? Oftentimes, it's just about finding the one that people can see the most of. Sometimes it's all about picking a random metallic and hoping for the best. And in this case, I try not to pick the same one that I use for the subject, because then it just kind of makes it blend in, and unless you're doing monochrome, that's not exactly helpful. So I'm trying to find a good balance. I might have to go full on marker for this, at least a little bit. It's not full on marker because I shaded this in colored pencil, but I think the background will have to be marker because the colored pencils are just not working. I'm going to poke holes through the page, and that's not going to be good. It's just sometimes if I go full on marker, it's going to bleed through. I don't know if I have any drawings behind here. Oh yeah, yes I do. Alright. Yeah, this Sharpie's dying. I've been using a lot of black Sharpie for the line arts lately because I feel like I don't mind using the ballpoint pen, but it's hard to get the finer details in the art stream. I am essentially making my own coloring pages, and so I want to make sure that the lines are easy to see. Yeah, that one's dead. What about this one? Nope. This one? Why did all the Sharpies that I bring are dying? What's up with that? Guess I'll have to do what I did with the crab, the tennis crab. I did that off camera, by the way, because I wasn't satisfied with how the background turned out, and so I fixed it by doing this. Actually, I think I might have the perfect color for this. A second. Sorry, Daddy. Excuse me. Excuse me, puppies. Sorry. Ugh, this is either going to go really good for the background or really bad. Honestly, I can't wait to find out, because I was doing good and then all of a sudden the background just does not want to happen. Well, you know, gotta take the good with the bad. Not all streams are gonna turn out the way you want. If only we're that simple. Okay, I think I have time for maybe one more. And that's it. So, for the first time in a long time, you're gonna get 3 artworks instead of just 2. This one is for Connor Army Month. I'm pretty sure that the androids in Detroit Become Human have different colored wires, but for the sake of time, I'll just make them all like Cyber Life blue or something. Just make them blue. It will save me time than to have to go. There's a red wire and a green wire and all this stuff. And then maybe we can find somebody to raid or host afterwards. I used to do that, but I still do it, but because I haven't been streaming as much, it's been wait, is this a pink? I kind of want to go for like a brown this time. There we go. Oh my god, my desk is a mess. like I said, for the sake of simplicity, I'm gonna make the wires like a cyberlight blue, or just blue like the color of the blood in Detroit Become Human, and maybe leave some black gaps here or there to show that it's coming out of him. And I just recently saw some DBH clips, so it looked like their wiring was blue too, so maybe add some dark blue for the back, for like the gaps maybe. As you know, as a fan of Connor, this was very painful for me to draw, but I kind of like the idea of like an old robot for the prompt torn or tattered. The idea of this once great detective all torn apart and stuff. Obviously, I muted down a little bit on the torn aspect because I've never really drawn a damaged robot before, otherwise I probably would have damaged him a bit more. And because I wanted him to be recognizable as Connor too, I didn't want him to like look like Slacko's minions or something. There actually is a pretty good like Slacko Connor design done by Sunset again, which is a Detroit Become Human artist that is just brilliant. Even if you're not a fan of the game, their artwork is still really cool to look at. As for me, Detroit is one of my favorite games, so I participate in Brian Deckart's art prompts, and Brian Deckard is the one that does Connor's voice, but he also has a Twitch channel of his own, Deckard Games. You should go and check them out. Especially if you're looking for a wholesome community that's not super toxic. Although they do have their moments here or there. But that's not Brian's fault, that's the people commenting. How are you? Don't get me wrong, Connor isn't super tan, but he still has a slight tan to him. He's not like completely pale. So I'm trying to do that justice. Hope you're doing good. I'm mostly getting a little tired, but I wanted to do my quota of 3 drawings, coloring 3 drawings. Now for the background, I think this might benefit from either being cyber like blue or maybe like a darkish green, maybe even black, because the mood is supposed to be somber. Because this is what I imagine Connor to look like in like 2 million years into the future. Who knows how long CyberLife might last as a company, so I was thinking, what if even after a peaceful resolution, CyberLife is just gone, and this is the result of what I thought. I was gonna add some plants or something growing out of them to show that there's some optimism in there, but at the same time I kind of want this to be nah, he's gone. Though I might add some moss here or there. That might be cool. Some rust. Well, let's do that. Let's have some rust and maybe... Sorry, I just realized that you guys can't even see what I'm doing as I keep... This is how long I've gone without doing an art stream, folks. Okay, so add a bit more rust. We're saying, man, our buddy Connor has seen some better days, basically. Some of the damage to him might have to be done in PixArt or Photoshop to really sell the whole porn thing or damage thing. Because as I said, this is my first time doing like a damaged robot. So this, it just looks like he might have like bruises or something, but I'm trying to sell the idea that this has been like 2 million years or something, that he's been sitting or something. Alright, so I think rather than adding moss here or there, I can't imagine how I can really sell that. I don't know. I feel like I kind of ruined it with the splotches, but who knows? Maybe I actually improved it. Maybe I can add like a big scratch that goes like right here. gosh, if that doesn't sell the damaged prompt, I don't know what will. Let's add a bit more rust here. It'll kind of help blend in with the skin color as well and really sell it. This was a hard piece for me to do because I really like Connor, and having to like tear him apart like this for this prompt. I guess I didn't have to do it this way. I could have done like a rip in a fabric or something, but I'm like, nah, you're not truly a fan of a character if you don't do a what's it called? A hump. It's like a fan fiction trope where you purposely like hurt the character. It's a weird thing. That writers like to do. Maybe add some blue in there. Just to it's like a hint of blue blood or like. Then I think I'll stop with the face because I feel like it's getting a little bit messy. That's what my main concern was. If I splintered the face like this, that was going to be too busy. But I think that's the whole point of it being like broken. It's not supposed to be neat. I knew that I wanted to cover up his, I knew I wanted to splinter where his LED is supposed to be. Because I kind of wanted people to guess who this is, but I think they would probably already know. The hair swoop kind of gives it away. But still, it was fun to draw. And to save me the trouble of having to redraw the entire body, I just decided to make it a headshot because I feel like it really sells it if it's just a head. But he's damaged. Okay, time for the background. This is gonna be tricky. I could either just do a solid color, or I could just fill it in black. I think because of the wires, it's gonna be hard to fill it in black. Sorry about that. I have eye boogers. Hello. How you doing? Sorry, there might be a slight delay between the chat right now. I don't know why. My internet isn't always the best. I apologize for any delay. I just got your messages now. I'm sorry. Alright. I think I can't do Cyberlife Blue because it will just blend in with the wires. And I know I added some brown to show rust, but I think my dark green idea is the best. So, fine dark green. I don't know why green specifically, but it's calling to me. I think it's because I want to symbolize that he died a deviant, and Brian said that he color-coded deviant Connor as green Connor, and I think that's why I wanted to do that. This is dead. Come on. Hello. Thank you for the follow. Alright, I think I've done all I can with this piece, traditionally anyway. There might have been a few things I could do, but I'm getting tired, and I feel like the edited version will be interesting to explore, so I hope you enjoyed this art stream. So let me do the you know how it goes, guys. The big reveals. On this corner we have the torn up Connor. It's kind of terrifying. But I like that. Corner we have the balloon dog. A little bit minimalistic when it comes to my style of shading, but I kind of like that. And then in this corner we have the car. Where's the car? I think I did. This very sleek and shiny. So thank you to those who have followed it, commented, or were just chilling with me. Sorry for the long silence, but usually I'm a bit more talkative when people chat along, so if you want a bit more interaction or some questions for me, don't be afraid to ask. Part of the reason why I do this, other than because I like to chill out and work with you guys, is because of the feedback. So I'll try to fix the lighting. I don't know what's going on with the lighting lately. I think it has something to do with the fact that I'm wearing a very light tank top and I already have the lights on. I'm wearing like a purple camo tank top, but for some reason the camouflage isn't showing up. Alright. See you guys. I don't know why I did that. It just felt right. Anyway. Hope you create and inspire. And the love for what you do never retires. Until then, I think I'm gonna clip the stream and then take a little bit of a nap. And then as soon as that's over, I'll try to post the artwork. Until then, my name is Carolyn McKenzie. I do art and games. And I will see you guys on... I try to have like a gap day between the art stream and the game stream, so I'm not like spamming you guys with my Go Live link. So